Have you ever felt stuck? Like you're pushing against a wall that just won't budge? You've tried everything you can think of, you've put in the work, you've been patient, but nothing seems to change. It's that feeling of being in a holding pattern, circling the same mountain over and over again. Maybe it's in your career, your relationships, your health, or your personal growth. There's more for you, you can feel it, but you just can't seem to break through to the other side. I've been there, and I know how frustrating and disheartening it can be. It's in those moments, when our own strength and wisdom run out, that we have a powerful, untapped resource waiting for us: prayer. Today I want to talk about what it means to truly go to God and ask for a breakthrough. This isn't about a magic formula or a quick fix. It's about shifting our perspective and connecting with a power far greater than our own circumstances. Sometimes we think of prayer as a last resort, the emergency button we press when all else fails. But what if we started treating it as our first response? What if, instead of spinning our wheels in frustration, we immediately turn to the one who holds the universe in his hands? The first step in praying for a breakthrough is honesty. God already knows what's in your heart, so there's no point in putting on a brave face. Be real with Him. Tell Him you're tired. Tell Him you're frustrated. Tell Him you feel lost or disappointed. Psalm 62:8 says, "Trust in Him at all times, you people. Pour out your hearts to Him." This kind of raw, honest prayer clears the air. It removes the pretense and opens a genuine channel of communication between you and your Creator. And just let it all out. No fancy words required. Just speak from your heart. Next, it's crucial to be specific. Vague prayers often lead to vague results, or at least it's harder for us to recognize the answers when they come. What breakthrough are you actually asking for? Don't just say, "God, bless my life." Get specific. "God, I'm asking for a breakthrough in my finances." Or, "God, I need a breakthrough in this strained relationship with my sister." Second, it builds your faith because when you see God answer that specific request, without a doubt that it was Him. Now, this is a big one. Surrender the outcome. This might sound counterintuitive. We're praying for a specific breakthrough, but we also have to be willing to let go of how and when it happens. Our vision is limited. We see the immediate problem, but God sees the entire picture: past, present, and future. His plan is always better than ours, even when it doesn't make sense to us at the moment. Praying for a breakthrough isn't about giving God a to-do list. It's about aligning our will with His. A powerful way to practice this is by adding this simple phrase to your prayers: "Your will be done." This is what Jesus Himself prayed in the Garden of Gethsemane. It's an expression of ultimate trust, saying, "God, this is what I desire, but I trust your wisdom more than my own wants. I'm open to your solution, even if it looks different from what I have in mind." Sometimes the breakthrough isn't the door you wanted opening, but a different, better one you never even saw. While you're praying, you also have to do your part. Faith and action go hand in hand. The Bible tells us that faith without works is dead. Praying for a new job while never updating your resume or applying for positions is not faith. It's wishful thinking. So, as you pray, ask God, what is my next step? What action can I take today that aligns with what I'm praying for? Maybe it's making that phone call you've been avoiding. Maybe it's signing up for a class to learn a new skill. Maybe it's offering an apology. God often works through our actions. He opens the doors, but we have to be willing to walk through them. Think of it like a partnership. You do the natural, and you trust God to do the supernatural. He'll part the sea, but you have to be willing to get your feet wet and start walking. One of the hardest parts of waiting for a breakthrough is the time it takes. We live in a world of instant gratification, but God operates on an eternal timetable. This is where perseverance in prayer becomes so important. Don't just pray about it once and then give up. Keep bringing it to God. The Bible tells the story of a persistent widow who kept going to an unjust judge until he gave her justice. The point of the story is this: if even an unjust judge will respond to persistence, how much more will our loving, Heavenly Father respond to the cries of His children? It keeps the issue at the forefront of your mind and heart, and it keeps you connected to your source of strength during the wait. And during that wait, this is key: look for the little victories. A breakthrough often doesn't happen all at once like a dam bursting. More often, it's a series of small cracks that eventually lead to the wall crumbling down. So, practice gratitude. Remember, you are not alone in this. Hebrews 4:16 encourages us to approach God's throne of grace with confidence. When you feel stuck, that is your official invitation to approach Him. Your struggle is not a sign of God's absence. It's an opportunity to experience His presence and power in a deeper way. The pressure you feel might just be the pressure needed to produce the breakthrough you've been praying for. Think of a seed. It has to break through the soil to reach the sunlight. It's a struggle, but it's a necessary part of its growth. Your breakthrough is on the other side of your stuckness. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What breakthrough are you praying for? Let's encourage one another. Take care and keep the faith. I want you to be honest, completely, brutally honest. Not just with me, but with yourself. When was the last time you truly listened to your own voice, that quiet whisper inside that tells you what you really want, what you really need? We spend so much of our lives trying to be what other people expect us to be. The perfect student, the perfect employee, the perfect friend, the perfect partner. We build these elaborate masks, these carefully constructed versions of ourselves, and we wear them for so long that sometimes we forget who's underneath. Honesty is a scary word, isn't it? Because being honest means being vulnerable. It means admitting you don't have all the answers. It means confessing that you're tired or scared or that you made a mistake. It means looking in the mirror and accepting the person staring back, with all their flaws, their quirks, and their beautiful imperfections. We're taught to put on a brave face, to hide our struggles. We scroll through social media and see everyone else's highlight reels, their filtered successes, and we think, why can't I be like that? We start comparing our behind-the-scenes reality to their curated public image, and that comparison is a trap. It's the enemy of joy and the thief of authenticity. But what if we chose a different path? What if we decided that honesty is not a weakness but a superpower? Think about it. When someone is genuinely honest with you, how does it feel? It builds trust. It creates a real connection. It makes you feel seen and understood. Honesty is the foundation of every meaningful relationship you will ever have, and that includes the relationship you have with yourself. Being honest with yourself is the first step toward self-acceptance. It's about saying, this is who I am right now. This is what I'm feeling. This is what I want to change, and this is what I love about myself. It's not about judgment, it's about awareness. Let's try a little experiment. Right now, ask yourself, what is one thing I've been telling myself that I sense entirely true? Maybe it's, I'm not good enough to apply for that job. Or, I don't have time to pursue my passion. Or even something as simple as, I'm fine, when you're really not. Identify that one little lie. Just acknowledge it. You don't have to do anything about it yet. The first step is just admitting it exists. That single act of honesty can be incredibly liberating. It's like opening a window in a stuffy room and letting in a breath of fresh air. Suddenly, you can see things more clearly. You can see possibilities you couldn't see before. The journey to a more honest life isn't about some grand, dramatic confession. It's about small, daily choices. It's choosing to say, I don't know, instead of pretending you do. It's choosing to say no when you're stretched too thin instead of a resentful yes. It's choosing to share your true feelings with someone you trust, even if it's scary. Each of these small acts of courage builds on the last, strengthening your honesty muscle. Over time, you'll find that it becomes easier. You'll start to feel more aligned, more at peace, because the person you are on the inside will finally match the person you're representing to the world. And here's the beautiful part. When you start living honestly, you give others permission to do the same. Your authenticity becomes a beacon. It shows people that it's safe to be real, to be vulnerable, to be human. You'll start to attract people who appreciate you for who you truly are, not for the mask you wear. Your relationships will deepen, and you'll create a community built on trust and mutual respect. Living an honest life isn't always easy, but it is always worth it. It's the path to true freedom, genuine connection, and a life that feels authentic to you. So, I'll ask you again, and this time I want you to be honest. Are you ready to start? Thanks for watching and spending this time with me. If this resonated with you, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more conversations like this. See you next time. Have you ever felt like you're just going through the motions? You wake up, you work, you eat, you sleep, and then you do it all over again. Life becomes this endless checklist of tasks and responsibilities, and somewhere along the way, the most important person gets lost in the shuffle. You. It's so easy to pour all our energy into our jobs, our families, our obligations. But when was the last time you truly, genuinely checked in with yourself? Not just a quick, how am I feeling? But a real, deep conversation. Let's try something together right now. Find a quiet spot, just for a couple of minutes. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable. Take a deep breath in and let it out slowly. Now ask yourself, what do I need right now? Not what your boss needs, not what your family needs, but what do you need? Maybe it's a moment of silence. Maybe it's a glass of water. Maybe it's just permission to feel tired or overwhelmed without judgment. The simple act of pausing and asking is incredibly powerful. It's like finding an oasis in the middle of a desert. It reconnects you with your own inner world. We often think self-care has to be this grand gesture like a week-long spa retreat or an expensive vacation. But true, sustainable self-care is built from these small, consistent moments. It's about recognizing your own humanity. Think about how you treat a good friend who's having a tough time. You'd listen, you'd offer comfort, you'd tell them it's okay to not be okay. Why is it so hard to offer that same kindness to ourselves? We are often our own harshest critics, holding ourselves to impossible standards, so let's make a pact. Let's start treating ourselves like a dear friend. When you feel that wave of stress or exhaustion, instead of pushing through, try pausing. Acknowledge the feeling. Say to yourself, this is hard right now, and that's okay. Give yourself the grace you so freely give to others. This isn't selfish, it's essential. When you recharge your own battery, you have so much more energy and light to share with the world around you. You become a better parent, a better partner, a better friend, simply by being better to yourself first. This journey of self-connection isn't a one-time event. It's a practice. It's about weaving these moments of self-awareness into the fabric of your daily life. Maybe it's 5 minutes of stretching when you wake up. Maybe it's savoring your morning coffee without scrolling on your phone. Maybe it's stepping outside for a breath of fresh air between meetings. Find what works for you, what feels like a genuine gift to yourself. These small acts add up, creating a foundation of inner strength and resilience that can help you navigate whatever life throws your way. Remember, you are worthy of your own time, your own attention, and your own care. Start today, start right now. You deserve it. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more conversations like this. How many times have you cried out? Not just tears, but that deep, gut-wrenching cry from your soul. A cry for help, a cry of frustration, a cry because you just can't take it anymore. We've all been there, right? Staring at the ceiling at 3 a.m., feeling completely and utterly alone, thinking, is this it? Is this all my life is going to be? It's a heavy feeling, like the weight of the world is sitting right on your chest, making it hard to breathe. You try to put on a brave face. You go to work, you smile at your friends, you post happy pictures online. You tell everyone, and maybe even yourself, that you're fine. But deep down, there's a voice screaming, a part of you that feels invisible and unheard. You might feel like you're shouting into a void with no echo, no response. It's exhausting, isn't it? Trying to hold all the pieces together when you feel like you're shattering from the inside out. Let me tell you something you need to hear right now. It's okay to not be okay. It is absolutely okay to feel overwhelmed, to feel lost, and to cry out. Crying isn't a sign of weakness. It's a sign of life. It means you're feeling, you're processing, and you're still fighting. That cry is a release valve, letting out the pressure that's been building up inside. It's your body's natural way of saying, hey, this is too much. I need a moment. Think about it. We celebrate when a baby cries at birth because it means they're alive and breathing. So why do we shame ourselves for crying as adults? Those tears are a testament to your strength, to everything you've endured. Every tear is a story, a battle you fought. And the fact that you're here, still trying, still searching for a way forward, makes you incredibly strong. So what do you do when that cry comes? First, let it happen. Don't push it down. Find a safe space, maybe your car, your shower, or a quiet room, and just let it out. Scream into a pillow if you have to. Let the tears flow. It's not self-pity. It's self-compassion. You're giving yourself the grace to be human. After the storm passes, and it will, take a deep breath. A really deep one. Feel the air fill your lungs. Now, what's one small thing you can do for yourself right now? Just one. Maybe it's drinking a glass of cold water. Maybe it's stepping outside for 5 minutes to feel the sun on your face. Or maybe it's listening to a song that always makes you feel a little bit better. It doesn't have to be a grand gesture. It just has to be for you. And here's the most important part. Reach out. That cry you feel inside, let someone else hear it. A trusted friend, a family member, a therapist. You might think you're a burden, but the people who truly care about you want to be there for you. They can't help if they don't know you're struggling. Saying I'm not okay is one of the bravest things you can ever do. It's the first step toward letting the light back in. If you don't feel like you have anyone to talk to, there are amazing resources available. There are hotlines and support groups full of people who understand exactly what you're going through, because they've been there too. We'll link some in the description below. Reaching out to them isn't giving up, it's gearing up. It's giving yourself the tools you need to keep fighting. Your life is a story, and this is just one chapter. It might be a difficult one, full of rain and storms, but it's not the end of the book. The sun will come out again, you will find your footing. That cry you let out is not the end of your song. It's just a powerful note in a beautiful, complex melody that is uniquely yours. You are not alone in this feeling, and you are worthy of peace and happiness. Remember your strength, allow yourself grace, and never, ever be afraid to let your voice be heard. Thanks for listening. If this resonated with you, share it with someone who might need to hear it too. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you in the next one.